I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Why would anyone want to hang out with you? Why would anyone want to be around you if you can't even be by yourself? Now, stay with me. Stay with me, because a lot of us tend to think that, oh, my life is miserable because all my friends don't want to hang out with me. I'm always by myself. I'm always lonely. But have you ever thought that, oh, maybe this is a good thing for me to be by myself? Because who said your own company was a bad thing? It's not. It is not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, instead of focusing on the fact that you're lonely, why don't you focus on the fact that you're being blessed with time to spend pouring into yourself? This time that you are by yourself, you're sitting here moping around because nobody wants to hang out with you, but you can't even hang out with yourself. I know that's kind of crazy to say, that's kind of crazy to think, but it's true. Why would I want to hang out with someone that doesn't even like their own presence? Like, if you don't even think you're worthy, if you don't even think that being by yourself, that you're a great person, you can entertain yourself, you can find peace, and you can find joy in your solitude. If you can't even think that of yourself, I do not want to be around you. I do not want to hang out with you. Excuse me. I do not want to hang out with you, because I like to hang out around people that value themselves, that see themselves as amazing individuals, that pour into themselves, that invest in themselves. Instead of wasting your time moping around, complaining that none of your friends want to hang out with you, you never hang out with anyone, you're always by yourself, why don't you start pouring into your own cup? Instead of complaining about being by yourself, start reading a book. Instead of complaining about, oh, like I'm always lonely, blah, 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 this, that, and the fourth. Instead of complaining about that, why don't you start finding another hobby? Start crocheting, start learning how to play an instrument, read another book, do something for yourself for once. Instead of always seeking validation from the outside in, start finding it from the inside and giving it to yourself. Start giving yourself validation, because the day that you understand we come into this life by ourselves, we exit by ourselves. All right? Humans do need interactions, social interactions, very important. But what is the point of always focusing on other people? Focus on yourself. Stay with me now. Stay with me now. The second that you start pouring into your own cup and being comfortable with yourself, people are going to start appreciating you more. They're going to start getting inspired by you. You are going to be more confident. You're going to be more sure of yourself. You're going to have higher self-worth, and you're going to present yourself as a better person in general the second that you start pouring into yourself. And I learned this the hard way, because I used to be the person that always complained about, oh, well, why don't they want to hang out with me? Why am I always lonely? I'm always by myself. I never spend time with friends. Until I learned that my own company is the best company, and that, quite frankly, I do not need to be around other people constantly to always be validated or feel loved or feel sure of myself. What makes me sure of myself is that I spend time investing into me. Me. Yes, you heard that correctly. Invest in yourself. In those relationships, the friends will find you. Focus on making yourself a better person for the friends that you want to have. This also brings me to my next point. Stop surrounding yourself around people that give you temporary validation for the cost of your values, for the cost of your emotions, for the cost of your mental well-being. All right? There is no reason why your so-called friends should be forcing you to do things that you are not comfortable doing. And while you're sitting here complaining that they don't want to hang out with you, baby, that is a blessing from God. That is a blessing from God that they don't invite you to hang out with them. Because half of the time, you are sitting there uncomfortable, but you are allowing this bad company to always find you, because you do not think of yourself higher than that. So you let that slide. Let's pour into ourselves. It's 2025. Let's go. We're going to be comfortable in our own company. It is okay to be by yourself. It is okay to pour into yourself. It is not okay to always seek outside validation from people who do not care about us, from people who do not care if we're dead or alive tomorrow. All right? All right.